I'm Anil Kumar. Here is a review on ratio, rate, and proportion. We'll begin with the very simple concept, and then we'll take up some word problems also on ratio, rate, and proportion to help understand this topic. So the very first question here is, convert each ratio to simplest form, right? So there are four ratios given to you. Let me name them as A, B, C, and D. You can pause the video, answer the question, and here is my suggestion. The ratios are 18:24. When we want to simplify, that means we are dividing both sides by a common factor. Now 18 and 24 both are even, so 2 is a common factor. 18 can be divided by 3, 24 also can be divided by 3, and they can both be divided by 6 also, correct? So if I divide both by 6, what do I get? I get here 18 divided by 6 is 3, right? Is to 24 divided by 6 is 4. So 3:4 is the simplest form of this ratio. So these are the steps involved, and I've shared you how I was thinking to do it. Sometimes you can also do it in steps, as I was telling you. So let me do the next one. Okay, so we have 12, 20, 44. They are all even numbers. We can divide by 2. So let me first step divide by 2. So if I divide by 2, I get 6 is to 10 is to 22, half, right? They are still even, so I can again divide by 2. So I get 3 is to 5 is to 11. Now these I cannot further reduce, and so that is my final answer. So at times, when you have to write the ratio in the simplest form, you may do it in a couple of steps, right? That is important to understand. Now that is what we understand from example A and B. Example C and D are slightly different. We have here 45 seconds to 2 minutes, okay? Now when we say ratios, what is important for us to understand? It is not rate, it is ratio. So when we say ratio, we have to look into same units. This is most important. So we have different units here. So we have to first step convert them into same units. 2 minutes is 60 seconds, so I'll write this as 45 seconds is to 2 times 60 seconds. Is that okay? So my question really becomes 45 is to 2 times 60, which is 120. I don't really have to write down the units, they cancel out. We're dividing same units. So ratios do not have units, correct? So no units. For ratios, no units. Since the units are same, but the rates will have units, right? Will have units. So that is huge difference between ratio and rates. Proportion also, like ratio, no units. Okay. Now we got 45 is to 120. Both are in seconds, right? Now we can divide both by 5, right? So I'm writing on the side just to remind you that what we really did. So we are multiplying both by 5. So if I divide by 5, 45 divided by 5 is 9. You can use calculator, okay? 120 divided by 5. 2 times is 10 and 24. Can you further reduce it? Yes, we can. We can divide both by 3, right? So let's do it. Divide by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 24 divided by 3 is 6. Okay. 24 divided by 3, 3 times 8, I'm sorry. So 3 times 8 is 24. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking why 6? Okay. So the final answer is 3:8. Okay. So what we learned here is ratios always are in same units. So first convert them into same units, then reduce or simplify. Second, it is not necessary to simplify in one step, and I'm purposely doing it like this. This is how we do it, correct? And sometimes there could be errors. Okay. Let's do the next one. Next one will teach you something more. We have a ratio here, 6.3 is to 28. You have to write this into simplest form. Now remember one thing, whenever we talk about ratios, no decimals, no decimals. Okay, so that is when we talk about ratios, right? No decimals, please. So that is the key. Since we have a decimal in the question, what are we going to do? We are going to multiply by 10 both sides, write it without decimals. We have 63 is to 280. So if there are decimals, get rid of decimals. In this case, we can get rid of decimals by multiplying by 10. So we have kind of not simplified it, made it even bigger to simplify. That strategy works, correct? Now we have 63 is to 280 to simplify. Can you help me simplify this? 63 is 9 times 7, 28, 7 times 4, yes. So we can divide both by 7, right? Dividing 63 by 7, we get 9 and 280. 28 is 4, so it is 40, correct? So we get 9 is to 40 as the simplest form of this ratio. So that becomes our answer, right? So this is the simplest form in which we could write 6.3 is to 28, right? I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope these 4 examples give you a gist of ratios, right? So now you can actually convert any ratio into simplest form. We have seen 4 different types of examples here. We have ratio of 2 numbers. We could have ratios of more than 2 also. If it is given in different units, you have to convert to units. If in decimals, make it whole numbers, right? So this is what we learned from here. Move on and learn a lot from my videos. You can always share and subscribe them. Thank you and all the best.